What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Jeffrey Alvarez, aka Albi de Cali, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing something a little bit different. I wanted to showcase something that I've been working on that most people are going to hate, that most people are going to totally disagree with, but I did it simply for the sake of being able to do it. Now everybody knows or has heard of the DJI Ronin 4D. It's an amazing camera. I'm not going to get into the specs because there are a billion videos out there that can showcase everything about the camera. Instead, what I wanted to do today, and I'm sorry if I'm rambling a lot throughout this video, totally unscripted, straight off the dome. But with that being said, so I wanted to showcase something that I've been working on that I believe can get us close. And I say close very loosely because it's not close at all. But for somebody who's on a budget, who wants similar DJI Ronin 4D types of steady shots, this could be your solution. I have created with the DJI Osmo, which is what I'm recording on right now, a stabilizer rig which goes completely against what the Osmo was created for to begin with. The Osmo was mainly made to be portable, small, lightweight, compact with great footage, which it is. But I find that I have a lot of issues with the bobbing. I'm going to flash some of my family vacation footage that I took at Miramar Beach in Florida. It was great. It came out beautiful, except for the Z-axis on the footage. You can see a lot of bobbing when we walk, and I wanted to alleviate that some. I think a big part of the reason why I got a lot of that bobbing was simply because you don't have a Z-axis on this gimbal. On top of that, the camera being so lightweight, you kind of can't help but to bob, and you know, you can ninja walk it, and there's some people who are very proficient at it. I am not. I'm not one of those people. So with that being said, I needed something to help dampen those steps a little bit, which is why I created this.
Oh, looking back, yeah, yeah. Oh, looking back. Wanna be your memory, be your memory. Wanna be your memory, be your memory.
This is me walking normally, not putting any kind of ninja step. Now I'm not running yet, but this is me walking normally without putting any like ninja steps or thought into my walking. We're seeing if it helps dampen the stabilizer. I see that thing moving. It's moving. Let's see if I can. It's jumping up and down, and I don't know how much is jumping on the video until I get it into post, but I'm using my iPhone 15 Pro Max on the back to use as a monitor. All right, we're gonna walk back. And as far as I can tell, it's working pretty good. Now, does it make a difference? We're about to find out. I'm gonna take this off the rig and see if maybe, again, I'm not ninja walking, but I'm gonna take this off the rig and see if we can compare it. And y'all be the judge. Y'all let me know what you think. So it does add a little bit of weight. And I can see this getting your arms tired. It's not like just holding the straight up Osmo, right? But because of that weight, I feel that it helps stabilize a lot more. This is me ninja walking. Sorry about the Jeep, it's not really clean right now, but y'all get the idea. All right, y'all. So this is me walking without the rig. Just normal stepping. Just like I was doing before. Not stabilized, no Z-axis. I mean, it's stabilized as far as, you know, how it normally works. But it's not, it doesn't have that Z-axis. I don't think I'll be able to tell much of a difference until we get into post, but if it does make a difference, then maybe this is something that's worth it to invest in a little bit of extra money. And I'll get into the prices and what I used exactly for this rig. All right, walking back. Just regular walking, no ninja step. I know I say that a lot, but I'm just making sure that everybody understands this is just how it looks. Now I do have, to be fair, I do have a cage. It's the Ulanzi cage or adapter on the Osmo, so it does give it a little bit more weight on it, but not by much. I can tell you that I could do this all day, but holding up the rig, you kind of give up that being, the Osmo being so lightweight. Regular walking. Just walking along, me and my Osmo. All right. And I just talked for an entire, like, 20 minutes by myself. All right, so what is this rig? Who is this rig for? So it's obviously not for your professional, your high-grade cinematographers, you know. They're gonna put that extra dough into buying a 4D. But for those who are balling on a budget, those who are just getting into cinematography and learning the ropes, this could be a great entry-level rig for you. Cost me anywhere from $900 to $1,000 for all the pieces. Bought most of it, or if not all of it, from Amazon. You know, this could really help that person who's just trying to get into it without having to spend $5,000 to $7,000, right? This costs you $9,000 to $1,000. Pennies on the dollar compared to what you could be spending to get a DJI Ronin 4D. Now, if you're making those big type of clients, absolutely 100%, you cannot replace the DJI Ronin 4D with something like this. You can't. Yeah, you know, you're not going to get that professional type of work. But with that being said, if you're just looking to get into this, you have the extra little money and you want to learn, and maybe use this as a stepping stone to eventually getting higher paid clients and then afford a 4D, abso-freaking-lutely. Give it a shot, you know. If this helps you get some more professional quality work, add more bang for your buck, this may be for you. You're gonna have a lot of people complaining, right? oh, you spending all that money, you could just ninja walk, you could just do that. Well, maybe, but if I ninja walk and I have a Z-axis and I have the heftiness of the weight helping me stabilize the footage, maybe I get an even better shot than I would have if I just used the Osmo Pocket 3 by itself. All right, well, I'm going to give you some more shots around the city of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let me know what y'all think. Hopefully I don't get too many people looking at me crazy because I'm holding this big old rig, you know. But if I get some cool questions, why not? All right, y'all. This is me walking down a hill. Normal walking, no ninja stepping. Having 2 points of contact on the entire rig, both arms. Got my little 32 ND filter. It's hard to tell, you know, how much of my up and down motion I'm taking out. Just looking at the screen, I mean, it looks good. But how much is actually taken out? Right? Walmart version of the DJI Ronin 4D. All right, this is the running test. All right, just kind of a medium speed. I got a whole bunch of stuff in my pocket, but this is me running. You can hear me bobbing up and down. Running about medium speed here. I'm not full out sprint. Too much crap in my pockets, but you get the idea. If it's taking out this much, what do you think? Did it help? Another thing I have to say is you are not gonna be getting any selfies. This isn't for vlogging, really. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. That little sprint kind of wore me out. Maybe I need to do some more exercise, who knows? I see a lot of people doing their car stuff where they, what's it called, the Move Max, where they suction cup their DJI Osmo onto their vehicle and essentially get those really smooth, cool highway shots. Well, it's basically the same thing, except it's not on a car. It is handheld. So right now I have made a change. I added the extension battery for the Osmo Pocket 3. So that's gonna add more weight on the Z-axis, possibly make it bob a little bit more. I adjusted the tension so it's nice and horizontal to the ground. Let's walk up some steps, y'all. Workout time. Get my steps in. Oh yeah. That Z-axis is really moving now. Let's see how stabilized it is. Walk up these steps. So just a little background, y'all. Right now I'm walking up the steps of the Baton Rouge State Capitol. Move the gimbal here. So if I have to adjust the gimbal, right now I'm using the DJI Mimo app. Beautiful view of downtown Baton Rouge. Let's go back down the steps. So again, yeah, if I want to control the gimbal, I have to do it from the phone app on the screen that I'm using as a monitor, which is my phone, iPhone Pro Max. No ninja steps. I reiterate, no ninja steps. So what you see is what you get. I put the little jerk on that last one. I think I topped out on that last step. I can monitor, see what I'm doing, 2 hands. Now, I am starting to feel the fatigue holding this thing with 2 hands, but I guarantee you, and I'm gonna weigh this out, this is a lot less than if I were to be holding the Ronin 4D. Regular walking, no ninja step. How smooth does it look, y'all? Worth the investment? You will be the judge. I wish I had here, let's see if I can hold it one-handed. I believe I'm in follow mode.
I can still remember the first time that we kissed.
All right, so just keep in mind, y'all, whenever you tilt it up and down, like I just did now, you're gonna lose a lot of that dampening from the Z-axis. So, pre-plan your shots, y'all. So, back home, now we can get a little bit more in depth as to the build of this rig. If you are still interested after seeing the comparisons of the stabilization versus just the gimbal. All right, so first we'll go into the build, and I'm gonna pull it out here for you. All right, so, and I'm gonna put all the prices and all the cool stuff on the screen right here, so you can go follow along with each piece and see what the prices are. If you want to build one, well, here you go. All right, so we'll start off with the cage. All right, so the cage, it's a newer cage, video camera cage rig with archetype quick release plate, dual grips, 3/8 inch Ari and 1/4 threads, cold shoes, universal camera stabilizer, compatible with small rig or newer base plates. All right, so basically that's the cage right here. That's what you're seeing. It's made by Newer. Now the thing with the cage is I could have gotten a lot smaller, but I also shoot with a Sony a7 III, and I wanted it to be able to fit in this cage if I were to ever use it as well. So that's why it's so big. They have smaller options out there. You can go a lot smaller, maybe cut down on some of the weight. So that might be something better for you if you're planning on just using the Osmo Pocket 3 as opposed to, you know, this. All right, next up is the, right here, the handle. And the handle, pull it up for you. The handle is also made by Newer. Top handle and NATO rail kit. Comfort silicone grip with quick release NATO clamp, 3 cold shoes, and 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch Ari threads. Compatible with small rig camera cage, video rigs as well. So that's this top part right here. If you're planning on doing any like low shot or suitcase style shots, that is an option. I like it because you can mount, I mount my clamp right here. This is made by Ulanzi. Very cool clamp. I can twist it, turn it, move it. I'll move on to the next thing, holding the clamp. That's I don't know exactly how to say it, Ute bit or Utabit. Those are, and I'll give you the official, what they called officially here on Amazon. Mini ball head with 1/4 inch hot shoe. All right, that's what I use to put that phone clamp in, the Ulanzi phone clamp, and that way I can rotate it and move it as I see fit, angle it up if I'm doing some low shots. That way I can keep track of the camera. All right, so the next part right here, I have 2 of those, by the way. This little doohickey, that's just a counterweight for gimbals that I had laying around. Reason being is this tripod that I'm using, and it is a Zhiyun Crane. I was wrong earlier. It's a Zhiyun Crane tripod that I got from my Zhiyun Crane M3. That's what I was using, but it's honestly way too small. And since all the weight goes, a lot of it goes towards the front, it tips very easily. So I might have to trade that out for something else. I have a quick release on there also, just so I could set it down. Sometimes when I'm, if I have to put it down to do something, I want it to be able to stand as opposed to toppling over in the camera, probably getting damaged. Next up that I have here is the actual stabilizer. It is from Smitch on Amazon. That is the brand that it's called, but honestly I think it's just really generic. I think they probably have a couple companies that make these things. So it's called a damping stabilizer, 4th axis stabilizer, ABS material, high stability Z-axis. For phone, for photography, for DIYs. So it's a very common stabilizer. You see them all the time. It's got the spring in it. You can adjust it with a knob on top. Works pretty good. As long as you don't top out and you hear that click. But I think it's been doing pretty well for what it is. Final couple pieces that I put on here just to make it easy to quick release the Osmo Pocket. So up here you can loosen these screws, and you could actually put the Osmo Pocket in there, but I wanted a way to remove it quickly if I needed to go handheld or had a tight spot or something where I couldn't use the rig. So I got 2 pieces to that. The little handle is made by Camvate right here. This little handle right here is basically just a handle with a 3/4 inch screw top and a 3/4 inch, I said 3/4, 1/4 inch screw up top and also threads at the bottom. So you could thread it down to something. On top of that, I put a small rig, magnetic adapter mount for DJI Action 4, 3, 2, and it basically got a 1/4 inch hole on the bottom, so that way I can magnetically and with these little hooks clamp down on the Ulanzi cage, which I also flash up here. I call it a cage, but it's like a little mount that goes on top of the Osmo Pocket 3, or it goes over it. And then a couple, I have a lot of miscellaneous things that I bought in total. That's not counting the memory cards. I got the little tripod, the DJI tripod. I got some lens protectors on my stuff. I got some ND filters, some snow mist or glow mist filters. I got a whole bunch of little stuff. I even got a little case for the whole DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and all its accessories. All in all, I have spent, and I'm about to give you the grand total. It was a little bit over $1,000, but that's because I got a lot of extra knick-knack stuff that you don't have to get, that also, isn't necessary for this rig to work. So in total, I spent about $1,224.44 before taxes. It's a great little rig so far. I'm enjoying using it. I think it's still, I weighed it and it came in about close to 4.5 pounds, okay? 4.5 pounds over a period of time does get heavy, all right? It starts to wear on you, but probably not as fast as the Ronin 4D. So this is a great little alternative to that. Looking at the footage, so I did kind of take a quick sneak peek before I edit it. The difference is minimal. There is a difference, very minimal, but it does help a little bit with that up and down motion. Is it worth the investment? It's all a matter of perspective. It just depends on what you're doing, if it works, or if you find it necessary to get the absolute 100% best quality work from this little, Pocket 3. It's up to you. I think for me, and what I'm probably going to end up doing with it, it's a good investment. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this video. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support that I've been shown throughout the years. Everybody who follows me on Instagram, I'll put my Instagram handle or screen name up top, so y'all can follow me. If y'all have any questions, or if you found this interesting, helpful in any kind of way, I love feedback. It really helps me motivate, or it helps motivate me into doing better things, bigger things, and continue to explore and just experiment with all this new equipment. Technology is becoming so advanced nowadays. I would have never thought I could do anything like this with such a small little piece of equipment, and affordable at that. That's great. DJI, I mean, y'all are killing it. Y'all are doing an amazing job with all of the things that you're putting out. I watch your videos all the time, so props to DJI for making this possible with the equipment that they sell. If you have any questions, reach out. I don't bite, promise. Or if you have another idea that I can use to add to this rig to make it even better, let's go crazy, guys. All right, well, thank y'all very much. Don't forget to like, hit that bell for those notifications, subscribe, and comment. It goes a long way. It really does help me. All right, guys, God bless. Peace out.